guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have a special video for you. We are going to travel to Russia. If you're excited to see what is going to happen, don't forget to give a big thumbs up to the video and don't forget to subscribe as well and turn on the notifications. So let's get this video started. So we're going to start talking about Russian holidays. If you're going on a trip to Russia, it's important to know if the holidays or the main celebration are close to the day that you are going to travel. This is important because if you coincide with any of these, you might want to know what is going to happen. The official holidays are this: the New Year, that it's celebrated twice, the 1st of January or the January 14th. The second celebration is on January 7th and it's the Christmas Russian Orthodox. The next celebration in the calendar is on February 23. This is known as Soviet Army Day, but now it has another name that it could be Defender of the Fatherland Day. This is a popular day that celebrates men, followed by the Women's Day that is celebrated on March 8th. In this day, men give flowers and presents to the woman. This is followed by the Spring or Laboral Day. This is on May 1st. Then it is the Russian Orthodox Easter that is on April 19. Russia celebrates the Victory Day on May 9. This is to commemorate the millions of fallen of the World War II. Then in June 12 we have the Russian Independence Day. And the last holiday that we have is on November 4, that is the Day of the National Unity. This is the newest holiday of Russia. Now, I have something so important to tell you. Church feasts have been reborn. Easter celebrated nationwide as of all, and Christmas became a day off. Muslims, Jews, and Buddhists also celebrate their feasts without fear of the security authorities.
I am going to tell you about 4 places that are considered heritage world sites. The first place is the Historic Center of St. Petersburg. It is special for many reasons, such as the fact that most of his monuments were built in the 18th century, quickly giving the city a lasting sense of cultural vibrancy. The second place, I think, is the most famous and the most important place in Russia, is the Moscow Red Square. The place is the heart and the soul of Russia. His imposing and impassive face is captured for his visitors. Okay, here in my screen you can look the Red Square in Moscow. Okay, and the third place is called the Trinity and Saint Sergius Monastery. It's an important Russian monastery and is the central of the Russian Orthodox Church. According to UNESCO, this monastery was considered World Heritage Site in 1993. And the fourth place, but not less important, is Volga. It's considered heritage as it constitutes a representative point of the cultural exchanges and transformations that occur in Eurasia hundreds of years. And that play a fundamental role because it's the formation of the civilizations, the cultural tradition and the costumes are changing about that.
Hi guys, how are you? Eva Fragroso greets you from the low temperatures of the beautiful country of Russia. I'm in the best restaurant is the Moment White Rabbit. Taking advantage of this, I'm going to tell you a little about the most famous, rich and typical Russian dishes here. I will start by explaining soaps that play an important role in Russian gastronomy. The most classic soaps are Ska and Aha. The cabbage and pork soup is the best known. It's the ski. Almost all original Russian drinks are not present in other national cultures, such as vodka with gelatinous cream made from seasonal fruits and ice. Russian desserts are delicious, sweet, and like of the best known are plenty consisting of crepes, often served in connection with religious rites or festivals. Pelmeni is a traditional dish of the countries of Europe, mainly Russia, made with meat rolled over hard-boiled eggs. The minced beer ears of the come to Russia you must eat.
Hi, my name is Denise, and I will talk about the clothing and hygiene items and also the security in Russia. First of all, I think that when we are traveling, we have to think about many things. Actually, when you are packing your things, the first thing you are thinking of is what to wear, what I can use. So, first of all, I think that you have to think about the climate, to know more or less what you can use there. In case that you travel to Russia in winter, I think that it's necessary to wear warm coats. And if you travel in autumn, there is a lot of mud, so we advise you to wear a waterproof footwear. In case that you travel in spring, it rains a lot in Russia, so try to wear a windbreaker and also to take an umbrella. And if you plan to travel to Russia around the country, well, we suggest you to bring or to buy thermos, a pocket knife, and if you travel in summer, it's necessary to buy a lot of repellent because there is a lot of mosquitoes. And now the security. Well, Russia is actually considered a safe place to live because the level of street crime, or well, actually known as robbery, is very low. They don't commit a lot of crimes there because there is a lot of security and police and those things. So we advise you to live in Russia.
My name is Eli and I am going to explain you a little about public transportation in Russia. In Russia only exists one rule, that is that you can't disturb people. For example, Russians don't kiss in public because you can't disturb single people. I think it's an easy and clear rule, but it's difficult to apply. So if you go to Russia, don't forget that and don't disturb people in public transportation. Now,
Hey guys, it's me again. Now I have a special topic to you. If you are going to Russia, you might want to know the places that you can visit during your trip. There is so much to see in Russia that it would take us several weeks fully to discover it, but we recommend some of its most popular attractions. Russia offers rich historical and cultural heritage, wild nature, mountainous steppes, and vast territory that make it the largest country in the world. The first in the list, we have Kremlin, Moscow. The Russian White House is made up of the set of civil and religious buildings, 4 palaces and 4 cathedrals, grouped together in an enclosure that borders the Kremlin wall. The first of this list of tourist places was included in the list of the World Heritage Sites by UNESCO. It can be visited with 2 types of tickets, one for the outer territory of the Kremlin and the cathedral squares and another to access to the Armony Museum. Both options are recommended. The second place we have the Red Square of Moscow. The most famous square to see in Russia occupies no less than an area of 23,100 square meters. Also on the UNESCO list. It separates the Kremlin, the place of the residence of Vladimir Putin, from the Kachingorov neighborhood. Its name derived from the Krasnaya, which means red, but in the Old Russian it means pretty. Inside is Lenin's stamp, and well as the gallows of the monument to Minin and Postsartsky, two national heroes for their role in defending the country against the Polish invasion of the early 17th century. We can also find the Cathedral of Saint Basil, which is one of the great icons of the Russia. In the third place, we have Peterhof Place, St. Petersburg. It is located 26 kilometers from St. Petersburg. It has 20 fountains, 2 waterfalls, about 14 statues, and more than 2,000 bas reliefs give approximate idea of the dimension of what was the summer residence of Peter I the Great. In addition to 6 mansion-style buildings, it houses 2 parks, one of them a former hunting ground, and the best way to get to this point to visit in Russia is by boat after a ride that ends on the Peterhof Pier itself. In the fourth place, we have Kazan Cathedral, St. Petersburg. Consecrated to the Virgin of Kazan, the country's most revered icon. This cathedral to visit in Russia was built between 1801 and 1811, easily recognizable for its 96 columns following the model of St. Petersburg Basilica in Rome. It keeps within its walls the image of Saint Virgin, symbol of faith throughout the nation. For many Russians, this basilica is a reminder of the military victories of the army in the war against Napoleon, and inside it is buried Marshal Mikhail Kutuzov, on the soldiers who most times faced in the battle against the French. In the last place, but if you want to relax and go away from the civilization, in the fifth place we have the Lake Baikal, with almost 3,200 square kilometers of surface, 636 long, 18 wide, and a depth of 1,618 without counting the sediments, which would make it reach up to kilometers. Baikal is a spectacle no matter where you look. It contains 20% of the planet's fresh water, yes, and it's the 15th longest river in the world after the Amazon, the Nile, the Yangtze, and the Mississippi, Missouri. Its water is of such high quality that it's considered drinkable, since the microorganisms that inhabit it unintentionally carry out a throat cleaning.
To talk to you about the ecological tourism in Russia. And well, I begin with one place that is so interesting, that is called Karelia. It's a place where you can find Swapsova and Shuya rivers, and there is the Sounds chain and national parks like Pampiare and Bolozersk. This place is so interesting because you can find a lot of things. The next zone is Altai, where you can find the Beluga Mountain, Yelgov Mountain borders, Shabelinsk Lake, Aktru Mountains, and also there are the Chuya and Katun lakes. This place is so great because you can enjoy not a natural watch of the zone. Even the zones of Russia are filled of mountains where you can see lakes and rivers. The next zones, well, there are 3, are Baikal, Buratiya, and Sayani. There are the Maranko and Pozarim lakes, and also you can find the Stoktishk mountain lakes. This is so great and cool because you can find a place where the lakes even are in the mountains. Kamchatka is another place to visit, and there is the Abachinsk Bay, that is a fine place to visit, and we can find the Nalachevo Natural Park and Opala River. This zone is so natural. You can find a great, a great watch of the zone, and it's like 10% that you can find so many things artificial. There are no other artificial things. Also, for the sport of the ski, you can find so many places to do this sport. And Caucaso is one of them that is conformed by Krasnaya, Poliana, Donbay, and Chayat zones. And also you can visit Sabyalija, Jivini, and Kamchatka to do it. This sport is so cool, and practice it in these places brings you a nice experience on this country, and so many athletes will recommend you. Another places that you can find in Russia are similar to Spas. There are Sochi, Krasnaya, and Poliana too. Tuapse and Danyapa are so a part of them, but they are similar. Also, mineral water conforms by Platigorsk, Kislovodsk, and Selesnovodsk. And these places are so relaxing, or functions to relax and to quiet the stress.
Hello, I'm gonna talk about the Russian national symbols. The Russian flag appeared between the 17th and 18th centuries. Currently, the country's flag is a canvas of three horizontal stripes, where it white is the upper one, the blue is in the center, and the red is the lower. On August 22, Flag Day is celebrated. Anthem of Russia. Anthem of Russia, Russian citizens for the first time heard the current anthem of the Russian Federation on the night of January 1st, 2001. The music corresponded to the musical theme of the anthem of the former Soviet Union, although the lyrics were different, the third version of the original. Coat of Arms of Russia. Coat of Arms consists of a red surface with a golden double-headed eagle. On the chest of the same figure, the shield of Moscow with the image of St. George defeating the devil with a spear. The eagle holds a scepter in its left claw and an orb in his right hand.
Alright guys, that it's going to be it for this quick video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to get a big thumbs up right now, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will link everybody's channels down below so you can subscribe to them as well. Thanks you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye!